We invite all listeners to tune in every Thursday at approximately 7:25 a.m. for Tutor Speaks, a program which deals with all issues affecting teachers, schools, and the education sector in general. So join us right here on I-95.5 every Thursday morning at 7:25. A blessed Thursday morning to all I-95.5 listeners. This is the segment Tutor Speaks, and I am your presenter, Patricia Eversley. Welcome again. This is the second part of my interview with Mr. Ronald Mutu, President of the Association of Principals of Public Secondary Schools. So you mentioned ICT, but on the other end of the spectrum, what would you say is the value of technical vocational education to national development?
Actually, technical vocational education, TVET as we call it, has a special place in the development of our nation. I personally believe that each child, and I tried very hard to implement it in my school, each child should be exposed to a practical subject or a skills-based subject. Currently, there is really a shortage of high-class, qualified technical vocational practitioners in our country. And we see it manifested in the secondary school because many of our skills-based TVET subjects do not have teachers to teach them simply because there's a lack of quality or of qualified people being produced by the system. In our schools, for instance, we have been waiting for the implementation of Level 2 CVQ, and this will go a long way in making TVET career options viable and one that we will pursue and we will, of course, covet as parents if our system was better thought of. And, of course, we have the support systems, the resources to facilitate TVET teaching. TVET teaching, skills-based learning, is indeed a very, very important part of our national development.
Beside having qualified TVET teachers, what do you see is a requirement for successful delivery and or implementation of technical vocational education?
Let me say that the National Training Agency, who monitors the implementation of TVET or CVQ subjects in our schools, do a good job, a really good job with the monitoring of the implementation of the CVQ subjects. However, in most schools, CVQ subjects are limited in the range of offerings simply because we do not have the facilities, we do not have the workshop attendance, for instance, we do not have equipment, we do not have space, and of course, many parents themselves do not encourage their children to select TVET subject as a career option, and that is also a major stumbling block.
Mr. Mutu, do you have any closing comments?
I want to make a plug for two things really. I want to say that in the National Athletics Championship is scheduled to take place in March of 2020. It is proposed to be in Tobago, so I'm asking principals to support this initiative. And also I want to say that the Caribbean Association of Principals of Secondary Schools is having its biennial conference in 2021 in Trinidad, and I want to make a plug for that. I also want to say that I'm so pleased to be invited to this segment by Tutor, because I think that principals are indeed the unsung heroes of the education system. Principals keep their schools functioning, sometimes even attracting the attention of tutor because of this. And we keep the schools functioning because of our innovativeness and our ability to build goodwill with many of our stakeholders. I want to urge principals to continue in this vein, and of course, I want to value all of the stakeholders that we work with very, very closely.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mutu, for appearing this morning on Tutor Speaks. It was indeed my pleasure to have you, and I look forward to maybe welcoming you back again so that you can make further plugs on behalf of principals of public secondary schools.
The pleasure is mine, Ms. Eversley. Thank you very much.
You have been listening to Tutor Speaks. You can contact us at president@ttuta.org. That is president@tutor.org. Or telephone Tutor's head office at 645-2134, 645-3825, or 663-2738.